Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Tomb Tuesday. It's actually Wednesday, one day later, April 6th, 2022, but we will be referencing yesterday's Tomb Tuesday announcement. First, let's go over the numbers. Right now, we have Tomb sitting at 137, Peg to Phantom at 10151. T-shares are sitting at 3751 USD. On Phantom side, 2776. TVL, 485 million. As always, you'll be able to see this in its entirety on the Medium. Let's check that out right now. This is the Tomb Tuesday we will be looking at today in the announcements. Obviously on Medium, all the pictures are here. Everything's written out. It looks beautiful. So you could go check that out if you want to read it on Medium. If not, you have the video right here, or you'll be able to go to the announcements or pinned in Telegram. Let's take a look at the announcement right now. Kicking off the announcement, this week marks the 7th month since Harry and the team took over, and what a journey it has been, right? So it's been pretty wild. So he goes on to say, if you remember in September, after the Gatekeeper exploit, Harry and the team came in. There is an article, the postmortem revival of Tomb Finance, past, present, and future. So you'll be able to see that as well if you're on Medium. And then we talks about the chart that we'll reference in just 1 second on how wild things were prior and then trying to get things under control. First, restoring the peg, right, was number one, and then getting things under control and then continuing to sort of build things out in the background. So this is the chart he's referencing, how violent and volatile things were all the way back here. This is September right here. This is all of October right here. And then creeping into November, and around halfway through November, towards the end of November, things started to get under control. And then here we are. All right, so despite everything that's been happening, despite all of that stuff, this is really a testament to the protocol. It's a testament to the community. It's a testament to all the loyal people in Tomb, you and I. It's everybody that's involved. And he talks about that right here. Most importantly, however, is you, the community. Your continued support and trust in Tomb is what has kept our team and the protocol going. Our drive to continue to build and take Tomb to the next level is thanks in large part to all of you, along with our mission of leading the advancement of crypto and DeFi. Let's continue to work together and grow Tomb together as one. So a nice little motivational piece put in there by Harry, and that's absolutely fantastic. Moving on to the announcements. We're just getting started. So as many of you are aware, it's been an eventful week with the launch of LPs, right? We added the TSHARE MI and the Tomb FTM LP on the Tomb Swap. Some features were added as well. There was a rapid increase in price on FTM, and of course with that came a lot of volatility. So with all this action in Tomb Swap, migrations of the LPs from Spooky over to Tomb Swap and the markets in general, we expect the peg to move a bit as everything was settled, as we saw, right? Now, rest assured, peg will continue to remain stable as it has been, and we will print again very soon. This is part of the market cycle. As per last week's Tomb Tuesday, there are multiple ways that you, as an investor, can support the peg and reap the benefits despite the volatile market conditions. And we can go over all of the, well, we're not going to go over them right now, but this is in reference to. So this graphic is available on Telegram. It's available on Discord. It's right here in the video, but these are all things that you could do with Tomb. It's just a ton of things that you could do, all the LPs, where they can go, how you can utilize them, all things that help to not only maintain the peg, but be part of the protocol and just be part of everything that's going on. And moving on, what's next? So we took over the revived Tomb Finance, stabilized it, and now we're advancing and growing Tomb Swap with new LPs and new features to help the protocol, right? So what's next? What is coming next? So here's the hints. Here are some hints on what is to come and what will be announced in the coming weeks. Harry made an acquisition that will benefit the Tomb ecosystem. This acquisition will expand our development team and add further capabilities and features to Tomb and its ecosystem. This will be important as we are rapidly growing and expanding. Thus, top talent and additional capabilities are needed to ensure the best results are delivered to our community and investors. Now, we have no further information on that, but this is really bullish. So whatever Harry bought, right, is to the best of the Tomb protocol, is to the best of Tomb's future, bringing in top talent, expanding development team, and then further capabilities and features for Tomb. So all of that is very, very, very exciting. We have no details on it now. So of course, stay tuned to the announcements. And when we find out, you find out, that type of thing. Next, and this is extremely bullish, TombChain. So layer 2 on top of Phantom, Tomb as gas. All right. There's been a lot of progress on this behind the scenes, and we are excited to share updates on this in the near future. We believe this is a real game changer and will be worth the wait. In the meantime, here's the landing page, TombChain.com. We'll take a look at that in just 1 second. Hint, optimistic rollups on Phantom are what we have been focusing on and are in early alpha and testnet for TombChain. So that is some really, really wild stuff. And we will have some educational materials that we will put on Medium. We'll have in the Discord. We'll have in Telegram. We'll likely do a video or something just sort of explaining what L2s are so that everybody at least understands what this means, because this is huge. This was first very quietly announced in January during BTC Miami, and it was just briefly on a bullet point during a slide while Harry was talking to everybody, saying, L2 is something we're talking about. It's in its very early stages. And that was about the details we got. And now it's April, and here it is on a Tomb Tuesday confirming Tomb will be used as gas. Later on, there was a tweet that was added that Tomb can be staked on TombChain, the minimum requirements and those types of things. All that information is unknown at this moment, but that will be coming. So another use case for Tomb not only will be used as gas, L2 advantages of really cheap transactions, very fast transactions. And then on top of that, you have the ability to stake Tomb. So you're going to need a minimum supply, stake Tomb, and then you'll likely be getting some of the gas fees from TombChain, however they work the incentivizations for doing so. But that is just some really wild stuff right there. So again, if you're not familiar with L2s, we will have some information for that. If you want to Google optimistic rollups, then that would be a good starting point to get an idea of what is happening. All right, and last in this little section right here, TSHARE emissions. We have a detailed plan to address the emissions schedule and will provide an update in the coming weeks, super short term. So again, just coming weeks, all right? Your patience will be rewarded, and we are excited for what the future holds. So really good information. This section alone right here, going back to the motivational portion, thanking the community for helping with Tomb. So far, just an absolutely fantastic Tomb Tuesday. All right, moving on. Tomb Swap updates. So Tomb Swap hit 100 million very quickly, and then briefly was up at 200 million. So we can go over to Swap right now, and we could take a look at where we're at currently. So it has dropped down from the 200 million that it was, but look at this volume, 52 million daily volume, and it's up, one day down, up. So tons of volume coming in. And again, info.swap.tomb.com. It's a fantastic resource with just, it's an absolute wealth of information for the nerds out there like myself that love data, love some data analytics, and likes to really get in there and dig around a little bit. I'm assuming more data points will be added down the road. Some features will be added. I know that they are looking at some things. So absolutely great resource to get over there. And this is just, what a milestone already, 200 million. was absolutely cool. As announced last week on Twitter, FTM TSHARE My pairings are now available on TombSwap and staking in the cemetery. Limit order functionality and additional bug fixes are also now live. They are working on a bunch of stuff. So down here, we're going to skip this for a second. Down here, final note, we are aware of a few other bug issues. And our team is hard at work resolving them. Stay tuned for updates. We appreciate your patience. So there are still a couple things you'll see on the UI, or maybe a link or two isn't functioning. The redirect on the website for the legacy Tomb.finance, all these things are coming. And again, there's a team in the background working on all these things. As you can see, just by the announcement of TombChain, now you have a much better idea on all of the things that happen in the background on a day-to-day basis that you never hear about, right? You absolutely just never hear about. And 3 months go by and say, hey, we're in alpha, we're on testnet, we've been working on this thing day in and day out. Now it's time to talk about it. So it's really good to know there's a huge team back there all getting all these things done. So again, some of them are working on the UI, front end stuff right now for TombSwap and all these other things. So those are live. They are in the cemetery, those LPs. And you can absolutely migrate TombFTM from Spooky over to TombSwap. It's a very simple process of just breaking the LP and then making new LPs on TombSwap and then just putting them into the cemetery. Easy. All right, now a reminder of importance of these pairings. So we've talked about this now for a few weeks. TombFTM, how important that is. So very excited for a lot of reasons, major benefits to help Tomb's peg, liquidity pairing of TombFTM, along with fees and liquidity staying within the Tomb ecosystem. So we're not going to go over all this, but talks about TSHARE My and why these are important and all those things. So as a result, this delivers further stability and growth in the near, short, mid, and long term, despite volatility in the broader market. So again, it's to the benefit of everybody. Another piece of just extremely bullish information that I think a lot of people just are not aware of. Hacken Audit. As part of routine checkups of our protocol, Tomb Finance requested a Hacken Audit on Tomb's token. We're proud to announce that we scored an 8.9 out of 10 overall, and this result continues to validate the stability, strength, and quality of Tomb. And you'll be able to see that right there. Here's the Hacken logo, Tomb Finance, and then here you go. This is queued up to page 5, and you'll see right here, according to the assessment, the customer smart contract has the following score, 8.9. So more bullish information about Tomb success, Tomb stability, the team behind Tomb, everything that's happening there. So all really good information. You can go over that audit. I'll leave the link in the description of the video. Felix update with over 32,000 responses. So again, thank you to the 32,000 people who filled that out. And let your voice be heard on what tokens you want to see listed on Felix. The survey is now closed, and we have all the results so that the team can review them. All right, so that is done with. That Google form is over. 32,000 responses. We'll take it. That's absolutely fantastic. And they'll go over and sort of crunch the numbers and review what they see there. All right, Tomb and Based. Our partnership with Based Finance continues to grow stronger. For the latest on Based, check out their Based Friday updates, and I'll leave the link for the last Medium article, the Friday article, but we'll take a look at that right now. Right here, you can see Based Friday. Now, this was April 1st because this is last week's. In 2 days, because today is Wednesday, you will have the next Based update. But again, all the information is here. Beautiful looking update, lots of graphics, lots of information here. So if you want to stay up to date with what is happening over there, of course, you can go to their Discord, Telegram, the whole 9 yards, and you can go right here on Medium and you can get all that information as well. All right, and last but not least, every single day we are building, educating, and working tirelessly to ensure everything we do is in the best interest of our protocol, and our community. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We've got a lifetime of prints ahead. All right, that will wrap it up for Tomb Tuesday. And as always, keep calm and tomb on.